The Center for Disease Control says nearly 4 million babies were born in the United States last year, but some of these babies need a little more help than others. And that's where living in the tri-state becomes a huge benefit. Having Cincinnati Children's Medical Center so close is a huge advantage to families facing these issues. Right, Clyde?
Absolutely, Mona. And right now I want to welcome Keith and Tiffany Messer. They are a local couple whose family was helped by Cincinnati Children's Medical Center. Keith and Tiffany, thank you both for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about your journey with Children's.
Okay. Our journey with Children's started in March of 2014 when we were 21 weeks pregnant with our twin boys, Lucas and Benjamin. And we learned that Benjamin was going to be born with heterotaxy syndrome, which is a rare birth defect that caused organs to be on the incorrect side of his body, and then he had complex heart and lung defects.
Oh my.
So we continued to be monitored at Children's until June of 2014 when Luke and Ben were born, and Ben immediately was transported to Cincinnati Children's Hospital and placed in the cardiac intensive care unit. At 12 days old, he had his first open heart surgery at 4 days old, he was 12 days old and weighed 4 pounds.
And we've got a little photo of him up on the
Oh
screen.
yeah, there he is. Oh, so cute.
Yes,
and
he
then
is.
over the course of the next 13 months, he had a total of 4 open heart surgeries and 7 cardiac caths.
Now, I understand care teams, the care team concept was critical in this process. Keith, explain care teams briefly and how they helped you.
Well, once we kind of got our own care team, it was a very personal experience. I think that was what was most critical to us. We lived at Children's for the better part of a year. The care team that we put together around Ben, doctors, nurses, pharmacists, the entire staff came together and really made it a personal experience for us, and we could tell that they cared about Ben.
Okay, and that's got to matter a lot in that circumstance.
It was a very big deal.
Yeah,
Very concerned.
They became his family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great
that?
support staff. Yeah.
How about that? So why is it so important for you to share this story with us now?
I think it's important to share the story, one, because it keeps Ben's spirit alive. He ended up passing away at 13 months old. So we like to tell his story to keep his spirit alive, but we also are just so grateful for Cincinnati Children's. We always say, had Ben been born 20 years ago, we might not have even had 13 hours with him, but Children's gifted us with 13 months with Ben, and we are so grateful for that.
That is a gift. So very quickly, Keith, if you wanted to say anything to folks about Children's Hospital, what would it be?
Do what we do. We continue to volunteer, we continue to give. We ask that if you can, please do that. Visit CincinnatiChildren's.org.
Okay, all right. Thank you both for being here with us. And thanks so much for those of you who are watching who are going to be in donation to Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center. You can go to the website, or that's on the screen, or you can call that phone number to do that as well. Again, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
All right, Mona.